Welcome back. Something busy. It's prequel time. Silent Hill 5, Origins. So remember Harry Mason from Silent Hill 1?
No.
Shut up. Let's go back before that even happened. Travis Grady is a long-haul truck driver who decides to take a detour through Silent Hill on his way to Brahms. It's a cold and rainy night, and as he enters the outskirts of Silent Hill, a cloaked figure suddenly appears in front of the truck. Just like in that scene from number 1, right? Travis slams
on the brakes.
He gets out of the truck to check if everything is alright.
Is everything okay around here?
Travis sees a young girl in a blue dress. He chases her.
Why are you chasing young girls, mate?
First I hit her with my truck, then I chase her back to her house. Being led up to a house that's in flames. He sees the woman standing outside of the house, but before Travis can talk to her, he hears a girl's scream from within the flames. Travis immediately rushes in to save the girl. He's a hero like that. If it was me, I'd run straight in, you know.
Selfless.
It's true. Inside, Travis finds a young girl, severely burnt.
She's lying on some sort of sacrificial marking. Travis scoops her up and takes her outside like the hero he is.
He's somehow being protected by the help of a strange the seal of Metatron this time.
As soon as Travis is outside, he hears a far-off siren and he blacks out.
It's like Lost. Remember when in Lost, they just started knocking each other out and dragging them to the other side of the island? Like it was their main source of transport. Gets to the same sort of convoluted thing as well. Like they've started running out of explanations and they just start going, I don't know, shopping mall? Travis wakes up on a bench in central Silent Hill. After remembering the events of the previous night, he makes his way to the hospital to inquire about the little girl's condition. I hope she's okay.
Here he meets everyone's favorite doctor, Dr. Kaufman. Kaufman is no help, telling Travis that the hospital hasn't committed any new patients recently.
But hold on, I saw a girl come in.
Oh, no, you didn't say that at all.
This is a men's-only hospital. No girls allowed.
Travis makes his way up to the second floor.
Inside, he's attacked by a sexy nurse.
Ooh.
But instead of a sponge, it's a weapon. Travis bravely fights off the woman who is much smaller than him, and she's also half-blinded, isn't she?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Travis bravely fights off the half-crippled, almost blind, much smaller female nurse.
You're a real hero, Travis.
He's just good like that. Travis then finds a strange mirror. Why doesn't he just go about his business? Girl isn't in the hospital, that's bad. But also, I've got to make this delivery of watermelons or whatever.
Yeah, I've just rolled into town with this massive truck. I'm sure my boss won't mind if I spend 3 or 4 days just poking around the town doing whatever.
It's all extremely perishable. It's just COVID vaccines and insulin.
Nothing important. In the reflection, he sees the girl in the blue dress, and suddenly he is transported to a different dimension. The Otherworld.
In the Otherworld hospital, Travis must battle a creature, and then after he defeats it, he finds this small pyramid known as a flower rose.
The little girl in the blue dress appears again. Man, this girl's popping up everywhere. Travis hears a siren again and immediately faints.
He just doesn't like loud noises. He goes, I'm out.
Goodbye.
Travis wakes up in the hospital's lobby. Here he meets Lisa the nurse.
Lisa informs Travis that a girl named Alessa died in the previous night's fire.
Oh, they've gone back like Alessa times. Okay, that's quite good. She then points him in the direction of the town's sanitarium. The best cereal in town.
Travis decides not to tell Lisa about the monster he's just faced, believing it to be all a dream. Oh, but wait. There's monsters now. And where did all this fog come from? Making his way to the sanitarium, Travis passes through the town's butcher shop. Here he sees the brutal murder of a nurse by a large monster called, well, the Butcher.
I thought he likes murdering nurses. I thought that was his thing. See, I'm not wanted here, so I'll just get out. Henry makes his way to the sanitarium factory.
Who's that? Dahlia Gillespie.
Dahlia turns to Henry and says, "My name Dahlia and my daughter is Alessa. Remember how I let her die in a fire?" As Travis explores the sanitarium, it's revealed that his own mother, Helen Grady, was once a patient here too.
Ooh.
That's a twist. It turns out that Travis's mum tried to kill him when he was a child.
What a mum.
This whole game is kind of about family issues. You know what it is? The Silent Hill games, it's about family. If we can take any moral lesson away from Silent Hill, it's the importance of family. Travis finds the room in which his mother stayed, and there finds a monsterized version of her.
So James has to kill her. After dealing with his mummy issues, Travis finds another triangular thingy, and Alessa rocks up again. So Travis promptly passes the fuck out. When he comes to, Travis discovers that someone has left him with a free ticket to the theatre. Ooh, what's on tonight? So Travis makes his way to the Artaud Theatre.
You gotta pronounce it with a French accent. Artaud. In the theatre, he finds Lisa. She tells Travis that she wanted to be an actress. She gives him a taste of her acting. Traversing through the theatre, he finds out all sorts sorts of stuff, and that Alessa used to hang out here during rehearsals of a showing of The Tempest.
But the costume scared her, so Alessa used her powers to give the actors nosebleeds. It's not very nice. Travis is faced with a monster, and once defeated, he gets another part of the pyramid thingy. Is this going to be an amnesia situation with the orb?
And right on cue, Alessa rocks up, the siren sounds, and Travis falls to the ground like a big sack of shit. I'm out, guys. It's time for the next act. Travis wakes up back in the normal version of the theater. And look, there's the corpse of a monster. And within the corpse is a key.
I think I've been there before.
You have been there before, Trav. The key is for a motel room where Travis and his father, Richard, stayed while his mother was visiting the sanitarium. Travis makes his way to the Riverside Motel. The motel is littered with monsters, because why wouldn't it be? And the dimensions shift between the other world and back. Who's that? But the Butcher! Fight!
Travis encounters Kaufman and Lisa in the room with a bunch of drugs and a bunch of sexual tension.
Rock and roll, dudes!
Kaufman then locks Travis in the room, so Travis has to use a mirror as a portal to escape. Sometimes I use that too.
That's how I get to work every day, just through a portal.
Travis finally finds the keys to the room in which he and his father stayed many, many moons ago.
In the motel room, Travis finds a doorway leading down a long corridor to another doorway. A flashback reveals that Travis's dad killed himself here. Ooh. Richard's reanimated corpse tells his son that it's time to face up to what happened. Then Travis's dad turns into a monster and tries to kill him.
Travis defeats his father monster and gets another piece of the triangle fluoros thing.
Time for Alessa to show up.
But Travis has had enough of this, so he yells at the little girl, "Oi!" But it's no use. He blacks out again. This guy sucks. He's just a narcoleptic. Travis regains consciousness in the basement of the hospital, where he finds the last triangle piece of the pyramid thing, because the developers are even sick of this, and he puts it together, and now he has the full fluoros. With all the bases combined, he summons Captain Planet, but it's a little girl, and her name is Alessa. Dahlia imprisoned Alessa with her powers of the fluoro. This is just stupid. And then hid them in different parts of the town of Silent Hill. Leaving the hospital, he bumps into Dahlia. Dahlia is quite angry that Travis freed Alessa, but she claims that nothing can stop her anyway. Alessa will birth a god, whether Travis likes it or not.
So many people in this town birthing gods. Can we get around that or what? The ceremony is starting soon. Travis should check it out if he has time. It is the hottest event of the summer after all. Oh look, that's Alessa, levitating and turning Silent Hill into a hellscape. Good on you, Alessa. Better book it out of there, Travis.
Hey, hold on. Travis doesn't book it out anyway. He just faints. I like the idea that it's not specific to Silent Hill. Like his whole life is like that. He wakes up and gets ready for work, and then just as he's about to jump on his car, he passes out. And then he wakes up and it's lunchtime at work. He's like, "Oh, how did I do?" "Yeah, brilliant."
No, it's the long haul track thing. He pulls out of the depot and then he's like, "Oh, I'm here."
Travis finds his way to an antique shop. He sees a hole in the wall and he jumps into it. When inside, he sees the Order performing a ritual around Alessa's burnt body.
Travis is suddenly roofied by the brilliant Dr. Kaufman.
Why bother? Just make a loud noise. Oh no, my one weakness. It's like that code from Fallout 4 where they have to like turn off the androids.
He wakes up in his own nightmare. There is a demon that was trapped within the Fluoros. Travis defeats the demon and wakes up back in the antique shop. A light shoots out of the Fluoros and hits Alessa.
Gotcha.
This splits her soul into two and we see a little glowing baby on top of her body. What?
Don't think about it too much, I'll say.
Okay.
Travis is now back in the real world. He's walking along the highway back to his truck. Keep on trucking, his hat says. Wait, did he even park his car on the side of the road? It's just right in the middle. No one drives through here, that's fine. Who does the maintenance on the roads then? Travis is back in the truck. And there he sees Alessa in the rearview mirror. Good on you, kid. Alessa is holding her baby, and that baby is Cheryl Mason. What a twist! Travis smiles and taps his odometer and drives away. It's about family, guys.